Hello and welcome to Forgotten Temples with myself, Mr. B. And in this brief 10-minute adventure, we are going to succeed where so often we fail. You see, over the past year plus, I have travelled tens of thousands of miles, going from ancient temple to ancient temple. Many of them I describe as forgotten, because nobody really visits them. This time we're at a city. It's Sambor Prayerkuk. It was founded by King Bavavarman in the 500s to 600s. It is an exceptional site, and it is one that hardly anybody visits. And there's a solid reason for that. The whole place was littered with landmines by the Khmer Rouge. It was a very dangerous place to walk, and even now, stepping out of bounds, I would consider risky. But walking amongst the temples is something that you can do. And it's when I came here, I fulfilled a dream. Because after all those dusty miles, at long last, I could look into the face of a god. Because in this temple here, there is a Hindu god, and the temple there has another. So you and I have been on the footprints of those gods for so long, but now we can actually meet them. Let's go in and meet her. Yes, it's a goddess, and it is Durga, the beautiful lady who's often seen riding around on a lion or a tiger. She battles wicked forces to help the oppressed, and she is certainly not one to be messed with. And we must look upon this statue and wonder, I mean, what has she been through? She's obviously lost her head, and that was very common, because this is what looters would do. Rather than take the whole statue, they would take what they could carry easily and sell. Now, we must be 100% fair, because this statue, although found here at Sambor Prayerkuk, is not in its original location. But the truth is, I care not a hoot, because after so many dusty miles, I can't tell you how rewarding it was to at long last be in at least the presence of a god, but in this case, a magnificent, beautiful goddess. These two statues are exceedingly rare. Before there were so many of them. They were made of not only stone, but also metal. There's only a few of them left, and pretty much all those that we can look upon are in museums. It is so tragic that the gods have been snatched away in the night as they have. And that is why these two statues to me are so particularly precious. In here is another survivor of time, and it is Hari Hara, the combination of both Vishnu and Shiva. And I think that is very apt indeed. There couldn't be a better statue to place here. One must consider that this entire city was built for these Hindu gods. It was an expression of not only the monarch's belief and faith, but also that of the people. He stands here, and directly there is Durga. It's hard not to bring some sort of romanticism into it. This lady and this gentleman staring through their respective doorways at one another, the last two standing. But if you know where to look,
there's another pair of statues in this complex, and they are well worth the journey because they are still complete and they are the guardians of a temple. And here they are at Prasat Tau. And Tau means lion. These two are quite simply the best examples I know of. They are quite simply huge. They guard the entrance both right and left, and they are in superb condition. What saved these two guardians is the simple fact they were just too large to cart off. As you may have noticed, the heavens have opened up. Maybe Indra was listening, because we know from the Hindu text he got rather upset that Shiva and Vishnu got all the attention. And I mention Harihara, and the rains do fall. It's also getting exceedingly dark because it's the end of another long day. I very much hope you've enjoyed this quick adventure round, and as I always ask you, please comment below and let us know if you'd like to see more of these little mini adventures, because they are sponsored by the Embassy of India, and if you let them know that you quite enjoy this bit of escapism every now and then, they really do want to hear from you. As always, this has been Mr. B, and I wish you absolutely nothing but the very best. You take good care.